Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Leg Drop the World.
Welcome back.
My name is Doc.
We're back, baby.
This is my good buddy Shaka Khan Jr.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
I don't know the words of the song, but you know, that's what I do. Shout out to Swerve.
That's right. Anyways, we're back. It's been a week. It's been a while.
It's been
so
a while.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
If you guys could take a minute, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification button, leave us a comment. Give us all of your comments.
Good stuff.
Tell us what your thoughts are on WWE.
Yeah.
And the state of wrestling
Wrestling.
in general.
Yeah.
Check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, some maybe other thing. No, I think that's it.
Other stuff. Facebook, yeah. We got that.
And I think that's really about it as far as introductions go.
I think that's it.
So, Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaka Khan Jr.
Shaka Khan Jr.
Hit me.
We start off with Raw, like always.
Yes.
One day we'll switch it up. Not today. So we start off with Raw, and we have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose comes out.
Yep.
And he opens up Raw and he starts talking, and then he's like, "Well, we need to get what's going on in the past week. We kind of need some clarification, so let's bring out Seth Rollins."
Burn it down.
It's so good. It's my favorite part of his song.
But
Other
then
than
he
that, I don't
opens
like
his
it.
mouth.
Yeah. So then they kind of go back and forth with. So it's so dumb because.
Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
Will
it's
they?
like
Won't
Seth
they?
goes.
He loves
well,
me.
let's do the Shield
He
thing.
loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
Yeah. It's like, let's do the Shield thing. Ready? I'm gonna be Seth. Let's do Shield thing.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I don't know.
Wait, no.
Too much time's passed.
Here, no, touch my hand.
No,
no?
too much
Come
time's
on.
passed. Too much
I don't
time's
know
passed.
what is happening here.
No, it's just too much.
Yeah, didn't Seth Rollins essentially say the same thing twice? He's like,
yes.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe too many things have happened. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe too many things have happened.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You're on repeat, dude. Get at repeat.
yeah. Pete and repeat, we're on a boat.
Repeat and repeat. So, and then Cesaro and Sheamus, his music hits. They come down and they mix it up with the two.
Yep.
And then Cesaro and Sheamus get the boot, get on out of here.
Yep.
And then it's like, then the two are standing in the middle. And they're
No,
like,
seriously, let's do the
let's do it
Shield
this
fist
time.
bump thing. No?
No.
You don't want to do it?
No.
Well,
No. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I don't want to do it.
Okay. That's fine.
No, wait a minute. Ha! Wait a minute. No. Yeah.
There we go. We got it.
Oh.
Got it. Man, they messed that up.
Boy.
I don't know who does it worse. Let us know in the comments who does it worse, Cesaro and Sheamus, or these
Yeah,
two?
exactly. We are the bar.
Done. I did not like this opening segment. I thought it was stupid. It was for the WWE marks to be like, the Shield is reuniting.
Yeah.
It was bad. I was not a fan of it.
I'm not a big fan.
So then Kurt Angle comes out and he's like, "Oh, by the way, at SummerSlam, Cesaro and Sheamus, you will be putting your tag team's belts on the line as you face Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose." Wow. This is dumb. This
So
is
they
so
go.
stupid.
So they wait a minute. So they just became a tag team again. Well, not again. They were never a tag team, right?
No,
I thought it
no,
was.
Dean and
No. Dean was the United States champ at one point, and Roman and Seth held the tag titles.
Yes. Yeah.
So they're a brand new tag team, and
Brand
they
new.
immediately get a
Yep.
a title match.
Without having to do anything,
Yeah.
they get a title match. Okay, I guess.
Ain't nobody.
No, it's just bad. So then we have the number one contenders match to see who's going to face Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. It is between Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Last week we had two different matches to determine who will be facing in this match this week. Obviously, the winners were Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. So Alexa Bliss is sitting there ringside on a lifeguard tower, which is
Why?
really weird, and that they painted So they spray painted it silver.
Yeah.
Which was like, why?
Yeah.
They
And
should've
Corey
done- they should've
Graves
made-
called her the goddess on her throne.
Yeah.
And it was
the
like,
Iron Throne. She called it the Iron Throne because of Game of Thrones. But what they should have done was they should have actually made the Iron Throne for her.
yeah.
That would have been cool.
It was
Write
like
it down, WWE
it was-
creative.
It was more like posh Hasselhoff.
Yeah. She's too small for that. Alexa Bliss is so
Yeah.
tiny
Yeah.
that she's like a big girl on like a
engulfed.
big giant.
Yeah, yeah. It's the
Chair.
opposite of fat guy in a little coat.
Yeah, it's small girl on a small couch.
Small
A
girl,
small girl on a big couch.
swallowed by a lifeguard stand.
It's crazy. Sasha Banks wins, so it will be Sasha Banks versus
Yeah,
Alexa
I
Bliss.
actually kind of like this match. I know that you said you weren't a big fan of it. I thought it was pretty good.
The reason I didn't like it was because it just felt. I liked the pacing of it. I did like the pacing of it. It just felt like, give me one more bank statement. So Sasha puts Nia in a bank statement. Nia gets out. Then this is basically the end where Sasha Banks does a DDT into the bank statement, which is really cool, and I really like that. But there just need to be one more bank statement. Give me 3 bank statements that Nia
You
Jax
feel
can
like
get out of.
that would build Nia Jax to be a little more strong.
Yes. Yes, it builds her up to be super powerful. Like, I just got out of 3 bank statements. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was still really good. I liked the match. I don't know, man.
I'll give it a B for a match. Like a B. A solid B.
I thought it was
It wasn't
great.
an A,
I thought it was a
it was a
great
B.
TV match.
Yeah, it was fast. I like that it was fast and it wasn't a lot of rest holds.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah.
I like that. So that's that.
Yeah.
Then we get R-Truth versus Elias Sampson.
I did not watch this.
I kind of watched a little bit of it, but really kind of what happened was... Wait, hold on. Let me look at my notes here real quick. Yeah, basically no contest. Sorry. Elias attacked him before the bell, and then it was just the Drifter was too much. So let's see the Drifter and Goldust work together. Get the Drifter to be in Shattered Dreams Productions, please.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
Goldust does.
Goldust.
So then we get Big Cass.
Yeah, we're gonna have differing opinions on
We
this.
are gonna have different opinions. So the stipulation for the match at SummerSlam is going to be Big Cass versus Big Show in the Big Apple with a big Shark Tank.
Enzo
Cage.
Amore suspended above the ring. Apparently, I've heard rumors that it's like punishment because Enzo is
likes
making
him.
people mad backstage or something.
Getting kicked off the bus and stuff. So Big Cass comes out and he starts to cut a promo and this Sunday, and the crowd starts booing.
Yeah.
And then they kind of die down.
This Sunday-
and then the crowd starts booing again. And they do this like, how many times? Like,
Oh, I don't
like
know,
10
maybe
times?
8, 10 times.
and it's just like, the crowd is eating him up.
Yeah.
They're
I don't know. I
destroying
feel
him.
like he was sort of letting it
I just
happen.
felt like he didn't know what to say. He
'Cause,
was just
I
like,
mean-
this Sunday. I don't
No,
know
he
how-
knew exactly what he was going to say because he ended up saying it. It was just that, I mean, at any moment he could have just continued talking, but he didn't. He was letting the crowd boo him. He was
What I
letting the
meant
crowd have
was,
their
like,
moment.
What I meant was that he didn't know what to say to hush the crowd, right?
Oh, don't
like-
hush him, man. You're the heel. Let him boo you.
But you always see some heels. They'll be like, they'll start getting boos, and then, or like when Alexa
Try
Bliss
to
gets the what.
antagonize them.
Yeah, when Alexa Bliss gets the
Yeah.
what, and she's like, stupid people say what, and then everyone's like, what? And then it's like, I gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, that kind of thing, I don't know that fits Big Cass's character. You know, be the snark. I mean, Enzo is the snarky one, you
Yeah.
know? If you're Big Cass, you're like, fine, boo. I'll sit here all night.
See, if he did that, that was good.
That's what he said.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, I can go on all night. I'm Big Cass.
I
can
thought it
go
was
on
good.
all
I
night."
thought the whole thing was pretty good. I thought his when he finally got to the promo, I thought he did a really good job.
Huh.
I don't know. But I think part of the problem is that he's starting to get over with me, and I'm starting to see him as the face and Enzo and Big Show as the heels. So,
anyways, they're continuing to cut a promo, and whose music hits? Enzo's music hits. He comes walking out. He introduces the Big Show. The Big Show comes out, and they kind of mix it up a little bit. Enzo gets thrown out of the ring, and
Then-
Big Cass is trying to wrestle Big Show, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come running out and help out Big Cass. Too sweet, me bro.
get those nerds.
Nerds. And yeah, and they just beat up Big Show's arm, basically in the shark cage. Like they keep
Yeah.
jamming the door into his arm.
You got all jammed up, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jam.
What's
Some
funny
toast
to
with that
me,
jam?
the thing that really killed me about it was, like, I know that they say Big Cass is 7 feet tall,
And you can't teach that.
but he's not 7 feet tall. Like,
No.
I have the internet. He's 6'10",
He's 16.
right?
Yeah.
But 6'10" is still really tall
Yeah.
because him standing next to Luke Gallows,
Luke Gallows. Doc.
I mean, he is so much taller than Luke Gallows, and Luke is really tall.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I'm not interested in this match for SummerSlam at all.
I don't know. I liked.
I just want to see scared. I want to see scared Enzo in the Shark Tank though, because he's afraid of heights. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I liked. I don't know. I liked this. I liked Cass. I liked the club coming out to help him because I like Cass. And
But you're not excited for this match, are you?
no, I think it's going to be a stinker.
It's gonna be a real stinker. Hot duty, duty,
Stinky duty.
stinky duty. Then we get a cruiserweight championship match between Akira Tozawa and Neville.
So when we first started talking about this,
Yes.
and it was before I had it was before because I didn't watch Raw until the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that they have a title change
At a TV taping.
at Raw. Like I thought, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then I watched the match, and it was a really good match.
It was a great match.
And then it didn't hit me until Neville. There's a shot of Neville sitting outside the ring, like at the base of the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh,
Yeah. He
Poor
deserves
Neville.
better. He deserves better than to be
why?
losing your title.
I thought,
Spoiler alert: Akira Tozawa wins.
yeah. I mean, it was a really good match, and I was cool with Akira Tozawa winning. I love Neville, but I also really like Akira Tozawa.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing didn't really hit me until I saw Neville, and I was just like, oh man, they should have made a bigger deal out of this.
Yes.
I-
And make it a bigger
In
deal. You put it on
theory,
tape.
I like the fact that a title could change at a TV taping,
Mhm.
but this was not what I had expected.
No, it was a great match, but it was deserving of a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
needed to be on a pay-per-view
a little more pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, they have done a really good job of selling it now that he's won the title with Titus Worldwide and having the celebrations and all that stuff. And Neville is doing a freaking amazing job
As a disheveled.
as
heel
just
who just doesn't
completely
know his
distraught.
way.
I wish that it had a bigger stage.
Mm-hmm.
And that there was a little more to it, that there was a little more gravity to it. So,
Yeah. It would've been
anyways,
great to see this at SummerSlam.
yeah,
In the pay-per-view. But your wish is my command. It's going to be another.
yeah.
It's
So,
going to be a rematch clause against the two.
so we're gonna see the same match again at SummerSlam. I don't think that Neville wins.
If he does, it's off of shenanigans. It's shenanigans if he does.
I mean, it would just be weird to have Akira Tozawa, the first person to dethrone Neville
In 8 months. It's
in
been
8 months, have a 4-day title reign.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. But it would be shenanigans, really, is what it
Yeah.
would come down to. And then the cruiserweight GM would have to come out and be like,
Is there a GM?
Just restart this. No, there's not.
Yeah, there's not.
I'm just making.
It's just whatever show they're on.
Yeah. Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan come running out. And they're like, restart.
Yeah. Who are you? Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. So next we have a little backstage segment where Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt are roughing each other up and they're beating each other up, and Kurt Angle is trying his best to be a dad and like, stop it, you two, stop it, or you won't have a match at SummerSlam.
I'll take away the Nerf guns.
Yeah, listen to Daddy Kurt.
That's right.
So they kind of scuffle it up a little bit, and Finn gets his one-liner that's like, "This can't wait till SummerSlam." That was an awful impression, but we all know how good I am at him. And so he's like, all right, if you don't want to wait till SummerSlam, then we'll have this match right now. So
they have the match. Really good match.
It was a good match, but here's the problem, right? This was scheduled for SummerSlam, but now it's happening now.
And then we're getting the match again at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So
are we just trying to are they trying to fill 3 hours with crap?
Yeah. So two things. One, after the match, so Bray Wyatt wins clean.
Yeah, he hits his sister Abigail.
Yeah, so
strongest move in the game right there.
So Bray wins clean over Finn, and then afterwards he does the and then it's dark for a while, and then
too long. It's always dark for too long.
Well, he had to get the bucket.
You got a guy down there who's got it.
So he has so the lights come back on, and he has a bucket full of red
rusty bucket.
He has it's like corn syrup and red dye.
Yeah, basically.
And he pours it all over Finn's head. Yeah, it looks like blood, kind of, but not really.
Blood.
It's a little
it's
too
PG
bright.
Blood.
At first, I thought, no, that's dark and it looks okay. And then when it was on him, I was like, it looks like it's orange. It looks fluorescent.
Yep.
And
looks
so
radioactive. It's fine.
The backstage segment,
Mm-hmm.
when Finn asks Kurt for the rematch, he mentions that what's his face Bray has his demons. Well, I've got my demons too. And then the graphic for their SummerSlam match
is
Finn Balor in his demon gear. So it'll be the debut of Demon Finn.
Well, the re-debut, because he was Demon Finn when he lost the belt.
When
he won
that's
the
right.
Universal.
That's right.
So we're getting the re-debut of Demon Finn.
Yeah. And so, anyways, the thing that I really took away from this match is the fact that we don't need 205 Live.
No.
Finn Balor is 190 pounds soaking wet.
With all that
and he's
red
like
stuff on
4 feet tall.
Yeah.
And he put on a great match with Bray Wyatt, who is like 300 pounds. Why do we have 205 Live? Just put them all on the brands that they might be on, and have a cruiserweight belt.
Yeah.
And you can only win the belt if you weigh 205 pounds or less.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, like I was telling you, like seeing Grand Metalik versus Braun Strowman and just Braun Strowman picking Grand Metalik off like mid-air would be great.
Yeah.
And, like having him get it like a crazy move onto Braun Strowman to like get him down would be amazing.
Yeah, we don't need a separate brand for guys who weigh 205 pounds. We just need a 205-pound belt.
Yeah, and they have that. And here's the thing, right? They have 205 Live, but Finn Balor's not on 205 Live. He's 205 or less. He's less than 205 pounds.
All the guys coming up from NXT.
Kalisto is lower than or weighs less than 205, and he's on Raw.
Yeah.
Or SmackDown.
I mean, who's coming up from NXT? I mean, you got Roderick Strong, who weighs 200 pounds.
Yep.
You've got Aleister Black, who's 205-ish.
Yeah.
You've got, a bunch of guys who are, it's like.
Hideo is probably 205.
I don't know why there's a separate brand for that. Just make a 205-pound belt, which they have. They have the cruiserweight belt.
Yeah, make the
and you can be in a match with anybody on either roster.
Yeah, put on some
but you
phenomenal
you can't win the cruiserweight belt if you don't, meet the weight limit. So
exactly.
Anyways,
next we get a backstage confrontation between Mickie James and Emma.
Boo.
It was just like, oh, you two are fighting backstage, arguing, really? Well, let's have a match right now. So they have a match.
Boo.
And this match was slow. It was bad. It was painful.
I love Mickie James.
I mean, Mickie James is great. I don't know who's to blame here. I don't know if it's Emma's fault. I don't know if it's Mickie James' fault.
I'll not say a cross word about Mickie James, but to do that, I can't say anything about this match.
Exactly. So Mickie James wins with a big Mick kick. Boom, done. It was bad. I wasn't a big fan of it. Next we have Miz TV.
Yeah.
No, not Miz TV. We have The Miz versus Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan Angle. Sorry, I forgot about the angle part. So it looks like things are going well for Jason Jordan, and then the Miztourage decides that they're going to go ahead and jump in on this match.
Oh, you don't do that to someone with the last name Angle.
Nuh-uh, because then guess what? The Hardy Boys show up.
Mm-hmm.
And what do the Hardy Boys do?
They try to kill Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Or at least Jeff does.
Yeah, dude. Ooh.
That was my big takeaway. So there's the interference from Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas from the Miztourage. And then when we get back, we have the 6-man tag match.
Which is just like made up right there, apparently.
And
it's like,
it's a pretty okay match.
Yeah, it's fine.
But the thing that stands out to me is the Whisper in the Wind.
Yeah.
Where Jeff Hardy comes off of the top rope and essentially just sits on Bo Dallas's midsection.
Chest. Yeah, like on his
right
here.
And his feet didn't hit the mat first. His feet were up, and so all of his body weight came down on top of Bo Dallas.
He's probably got some bruised ribs.
And then the next thing was when he goes for the Swanton, Bo was out a little further away from the turnbuckle,
corner.
And so Jeff, it looks beautiful, man. He jumps out there.
He knows how to do that move.
And flies out, but normally the very top of his
shoulders are supposed to
hit, and then the rest of his body hits the mat. Not this time. All of his body hits across Bo Dallas.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, man, get some new ribs, buddy.
Yeah. Get yourself on that's a harmful rib right
there. Jason Angle had some good moves in this. A lot of fun
Jason
suplexes.
Angle's great. I wasn't a big fan of American Alpha, but I am a big fan of Jason Jordan
and Chad Gable.
Ready, willing, Gable. I will say it now.
Yeah.
I used to say ready, willing, horrible.
Yeah.
Ready, willing, terrible. But
they're great wrestlers.
Yeah, so good.
Not a big fan of them on the mic.
No, Jason Jordan, you need to work on that. They both do.
Yeah, dude.
You're right. It's bad.
Yeah. But the fun match, Bo Dallas is dead.
Yeah,
no, he's not. Don't quote me on that.
Rip Bo. Bo leave that Bo's going to get some new ribs. So then we get a 4-way altercation kind of thing. So we have Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar in the middle of the ring. And actually, Kurt Angle starts us off by saying, we're going to have a face-to-face meeting between everybody that's going to be main eventing SummerSlam.
Super lame.
And we got Paul Heyman cutting an amazing promo.
Yes.
Trying to get people to sign up for the WWE network.
Paul.
Apparently, they're hurting.
Yeah. And he does a great job, though. Every other person on either brand
tries to plug the WWE network.
Tries to do what Paul Heyman did here, and it bombs hard.
And you're just like, go sit down. No, you ain't doing this. Go sit down.
Yeah, Paul Heyman does it, and it's just like,
meh. Sign up for the WWE network.
Meh. I'll let it happen.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So he's so great. I love Paul Heyman.
So Paul's cutting his promo with Brock there. Then here comes Samoa Joe.
He reiterates the fact that if he essentially says it's a conspiracy because and this is what happens in every fatal 4-way or triple threat match is the fact that someone can win a title and the champion doesn't have to be involved in it at all.
Braun can pin Joe and win the title.
Exactly. Any one of those guys. So essentially Paul Heyman is saying it's a vast conspiracy.
Yep.
They're all going to try to take out They're all going to try to take out Brock
because he's the biggest threat.
and then, you're guaranteed to have another champion.
Yep.
And then he reiterates the fact that if Brock Lesnar loses, both of them are outro.
Later. So then Samoa Joe's music hits. He comes down. Cuts a good promo too.
Oh man,
it's really good.
He gets me. Joe gets me.
Yeah. And then Braun comes out and he basically tries to cut a good promo. Braun, I kind of feel like Braun should not talk.
Bum 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 bum.
This is Joe's theme song, by the way. Because Braun's theme song is just Braun.
Yeah. Dude.
Sorry. And then, what's his name? I don't even know why I do this anymore. Roman Reigns comes out and
has the vow of silence been
broken?
Because
I just don't. It's just too much energy. It's too much energy to be like, what's his name? I'm done. I just don't like him. I still don't like him.
Okay.
He comes out and then we get
big day. This vow of silence is.
Yeah,
done.
well, Double R hits a spear on Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he just comes. He doesn't even say anything. He just comes in, spears Joe, and they're out.
They roll out of the ring.
Oh no, he does. Joe does. Braun hits running power slam on Roman Reigns, and then Roman rolls out, and then it's just Brock and Braun left in the ring.
Security guards
and the security guards try to do something, but they fail miserably.
My favorite part was Braun was hitting people.
Yeah,
because there's just a clump of people around Braun, and he's so tall that it's just all their heads are right here.
Yeah.
And he's hitting people and he's pushing people off. Well, he hits somebody, but the guy behind him just jumps, grabs the rope, jumps, and just rolls out. And I'm like, he didn't even touch you. Don't do what?
That's
what
a
are you
strong
doing?
punch right there.
He didn't even touch you.
Braun
the other
Strowman
guy did.
is strong.
The monster among men.
Yeah, these pull aparts. So
and they call out.
Kurt Angle goes up the ramp and calls for all the guys to come out. And the thing,
Jeff Hardy gets destroyed in this whole thing. By the way,
my takeaway from all of this is how many people there aren't at TV tapings, because there were barely enough people to hold these guys back.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Everybody's holding, and the only thing that I can really see from this is Brock has 6 guys, maybe even that, but Braun has 10 or 12 guys just holding him back.
Samoa Joe's on the outside, and he has
2.
He has the club,
and Roman has I think he's got
I didn't even see Roman.
It was just why is Braun getting more people than Brock? It should be it should split
There's
down
just
the middle.
not enough people.
No. Anyways, that's Raw. What are you gonna give it? This is the go home show.
Oh man, I don't know. So here's my problem: is trajectory is starting to figure into these shows for me, and I just can't get into it because of where it's going, possibly.
Yes.
Right? And we had talked about this earlier off camera, where it's you look at SummerSlam and who's going to win.
That's the thing. You always have these weird scenarios. It's 90% of the time. The person who stands tall at the TV before the pay-per-view 90% of the time is going to lose.
Yeah. And so you just look at these things, and so it's okay, some of these matches are, all of them are predetermined, obviously.
Of course.
But some of them are what are the chances that Seth and Dean don't win at SummerSlam?
What are the chances that, what are the odds that
Right.
Bray Wyatt beats Demon Finn.
Exactly.
That's not happening.
Exactly. And
There's
so
no
it's
way.
hard for me to get up and like be really excited about this stuff because it seems like it's already been done. Like the pay-per-view is just academic at this point.
Yeah,
It's
like I don't
just-
need to spend
it-
money on the pay-per-view.
Exactly.
I just can watch the taping before.
Yeah, and then the other side of that coin is the fact that if it's not main event material, if it's not tied to a championship, it doesn't matter. Like none of those storylines
Yeah. Big
are
cast, big show.
Yeah, like you don't really care. There's no real
Bray and
investment.
Finn? No.
And so I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was a good episode,
I do too.
but I'm just really super not excited about it. So
No.
I guess I'll give it a 6, 7.
Okay. I was gonna give it a 4 because I'm still. I don't like that they spoil so much in the show before. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't.
I
It's
mean,
not
and
fun for me to be like,
who
oh,
knows?
SummerSlam's coming up. Well, I don't really need to watch the Bray Wyatt Finn
Yeah,
Balor
yeah.
one. I don't need to watch, the Big Show, Big Cass one. I don't need to watch,
yeah,
I don't need to watch some of these matches. The
Yeah.
only ones that I need to watch are the Fatal 5-Way
yeah.
and
And
maybe some other matches.
the thing is, I mean, we could obviously be wrong, and all the people we
Of
think we
course.
know are going to win
Yeah.
end up losing.
Vince could
but-
watch this tonight and be
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm changing that.
But I don't know. I'm
Vince.
just, I don't know. Not very excited. Let's move on though,
All
because
right.
it's
SmackDown Live. We have Jinder Mahal kicking off SmackDown Live.
this was obscene.
Okay.
This was gross.
Listen,
This was
like
the worst.
I don't want to go there, but it's like, come on, guys, stop. And I'm not talking about the WWE. I'm talking about the WWE universe.
Yeah.
So Jinder Mahal comes out and he's like cutting a promo, and he's like, "Today is the Independence Day for India.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a celebration."
Yep. And so they come out, bright colors, great music.
Boo. Yeah, it's just booze.
Yeah.
It's just a rain of booze, and then this poor little old lady.
Yeah, they say, "Oh, we're gonna bring this woman in. I don't remember what her name
can't
is,
remember what her
to
name is
sing
either.
the Indian national anthem."
Yeah.
And she sings this song, and it is this poor woman and these poor people who are on
Are
the
of Indian
outside the
descent.
ring, the crowd just booing.
And they're like so loud that it's like almost just over the lady singing.
Yeah.
And I read a comment that was like, well, they were booing because the singing was bad. It's like,
No.
listen, that's their national anthem, dog.
And
They
she
don't
was
ha-
good. Like that's
She was good.
the way
I
that
kinda
they
liked it.
sing. Like
Yeah. It's just bad. It's like, stop.
So here's my biggest problem with what happened
Yeah.
in this opening segment.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, I think all of this, like the grossness, the
Mm-hmm.
obscenity of the crowd reacting the way that they did, Jinder Mahal is a heel,
Yes.
right? If you are a wrestling promotion, what you want is you want people booing your heels.
Yes.
But you want people booing your heels for the right reasons.
Yes.
Right?
Because he is of a different.
Because
Race.
they're singing the Indian national anthem is not a reason to boo someone.
Yes.
And this is half-ass writing on the WWE's part. If he's a heel, make him a heel.
It is kind of the WWE's fault.
And don't make him a heel just based on the fact that he says it every single time. You guys are xenophobic. You're this. You're that. You don't like me because of my skin color or
Yeah,
because
or
of
where
my
I'm from.
nationality. You
Yep.
know, all of this stuff. And it's like, that's not a good enough reason to boo someone. That doesn't make you a heel.
Yeah.
What makes you a heel is, lean into the Singh Brothers stuff. They're
Yeah.
always there. They're always helping him win.
Do more
like,
heelish things.
Be a wrestling heel. Don't just be a foreigner.
Yeah. It basically comes.
And it's not Jinder's fault.
No, it's not. It's not all the WWE Universe's fault, and it's not all of WWE Creative's fault. It's both of their faults.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, even if you were in that crowd though, and
But
I
it's
just
like,
can't
come
imagine
on.
if you and I were at this crowd and they started doing the music and there was that reaction that we would be like, "Oh yeah,
No, it'd be
boo."
like
Y-
I would be like, well, why are we like we're booing for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
booing because this poor woman is singing
Yeah,
the Indian national
let
anthem.
this sweet little woman sing.
And she has no idea what she's doing. Like she's
She's
sitting
not
there
a
and she's
wrestler.
no, and she's like terrified and these people are booing and she's just sitting there.
Everyone around the ring and that poor old woman
Yeah.
are not heels.
No, they
They're
don't know
humans.
what's happening. They just hear boos and they go, "I'm doing something wrong."
They're booing because they hate Indian people.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Gross,
It's really
man.
bad.
Just
It
awful.
just sets an awful tone.
Obscene. It was terrible, and I blame creative. I blame the
fun,
way
yeah,
that they've
it
been
is
writing
creative.
him.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all creative.
Stop telling him to say stop telling him to essentially say things that would make the universe boo him because he's a foreigner.
Yes.
That's not
Yeah.
right.
Write
That's
him to do like Jinder, grab a chair, grab a kendo stick, grab a ladder,
Yeah.
and just go to town on
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
Be a
Uh,
heel that way, please.
yeah, this was awful.
It was just a sour taste in the beginning.
And I can't imagine that any high-ranking WWE official was watching that and going, "Oh, this is great. Look at all the heat he's getting."
Yeah.
No, sir.
Road Dogg, like, dude, listen, dog. You listen, dog.
Mm.
No, there's not the right heat. That's
No
not
more.
the right heat.
No more. The next time they do like a thing like the Punjabi celebration or this, Indian Independence Day celebration, it better be cheers.
I hope so. I hope it's cheers. I hope it's cheers for like, you can cheer the celebration, so you can cheer the celebration and not cheer
Yeah.
Jinder. Like that's something that you are physically able to do.
Oh man. Okay, so let's move on.
Move on. Shinsuke comes out and cuts kind of a promo
Yes.
on him, and it was fine, but
It was weird though, because now not only are the Americans booing a guy because of his nationality, now the babyface is coming out and like using one guy is from India, one guy is from Japan.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I guess it helped a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it wasn't,
it wasn't like
Chad
we're
Gable
just-
coming out
yeah.
in his American flag
right.
thing. Like,
Bum, 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 bum,
yeah.
bum.
So Shinsuke actually speaks pretty good English, apparently.
Yeah.
Either that or he like worked really hard to memorize
Yeah.
every single word.
Yeah. I think he kind of did like a little singing thing.
Yeah, that was a little weird. To me.
Like, stop stepping on Aiden English's toes, bro.
Yeah, he's eating Aiden's lunch a little bit.
We actually getting some real wrestling this time, and it's Natalya versus
Ugh.
Becky Lynch with Naomi sitting commentary. JBL, listen, dog. If you're gonna be the heel, don't hug the face. Pick a side.
And again,
Pick a side,
this
dude.
is half measures,
Why?
right?
But
Half measures. He can't be the heel anymore because of the whole,
well, then get rid of him. Bring Corey Graves on. Well, Corey Graves isn't even any better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen,
I mean, I
there
honestly didn't have a
needs to-
huge issue with it, but
I did.
um,
I need
the-
my
the-
heels to
my
be heels,
biggest
my face to be
issue-
face.
I get you. But my biggest issue with this is poor Becky Lynch.
Oh,
SummerSlam,
yeah.
second biggest? I would say, yeah, it's the second biggest pay-per-view
It's the biggest party.
of WWE's pay-per-view schedule,
Yeah. It goes WrestleMania, then SummerSlam, then
and
Royal Rumble.
Becky
then Hell in a Cell.
Lynch doesn't have a match.
Yeah. Neither does Charlotte Flair. Like, you've got Naomi versus Natalya. And this match, it was fine. It wasn't great. It was like, Becky is great. Becky's an amazing worker. She deserves the belt.
I mean, I honestly
And
didn't
she
mind the
taps
match.
to a smart shooter, a sharpshooter.
Yeah, I just
It's fine. But Naomi almost drops an F-bomb, which was kind of interesting.
I mean, this whole thing is just facepalm.
It's so bad.
And the thing is I mean, I like Naomi. I like Natalya. I like Carmella even, kind of.
Yeah, she's growing.
I mean, it's
Her
just...
voice, I want to rip my ears off. Like,
Yeah.
I want to just take this pen.
I think it
and
helps.
Shove it into my ear.
I think it helps that she's with James Ellsworth too, and he's doing such a great job as a heel. It baffles me that they have SummerSlam coming up and Becky Lynch has no match.
Yeah.
That to me is like
So
you do whatever you need to get Becky Lynch a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna have a great match.
She's gonna bring the crowd up. I guarantee you, this match at SummerSlam will be a snoozer.
Yeah,
it will be a snooze.
Yeah,
like no one's gonna be interested in this match. Basically, Becky taps to a sharpshooter. So Natalya goes for a second sharpshooter. Naomi comes up, tries to mix it up with her. Natalya gets sent off running. Carmella's music hits. She's with James Ellsworth.
cuts a promo.
Want to cut my ears off. Don't want to listen to Carmella speak. Her voice
gets a little shrill when she gets really high.
Stop it.
When her voice gets high, not when she gets high.
420.
What?
The dab.
Oh my goodness.
So then we get like this weird backstage segment too, and this kind of pisses me off, where we have Tamina being like, she's talking to Lana, and she's like, Lana, I don't have a match tonight.
This was really weird.
Also, so I follow Lana on Twitter. She even came out and said, I will be the first woman's manager for a woman in the women's division.
She's a manager. Easy for you to say.
She's a manager. She's no longer wrestling anymore. She's a manager for Tamina.
Oh, so that's what that was.
She's a manager for Tamina.
I was so confused by this because essentially Lana was like, listen, nobody fears you.
Yeah.
You need me
to manage you.
To make everyone understand why you're so dangerous and fearsome.
Yeah.
She's essentially going to be a female Paul Heyman. She's going to be an advocate for Tamina.
She's going to be Lana to Rusev. Like, she's just going to be Lana.
Yeah, and so, but
Tamina,
the thing that was so confusing about it to me, because there's no context, because I don't follow her on Twitter,
none.
Is the fact that at the very end she was saying something about, if Tamina sticks with her, if she's able to be her advocate, then she's going to be the champion. And I was like, wait a minute, don't you want to be the champion?
Yeah. You had 3 championship matches in a row.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next,
but I guess she's going to be a manager,
which is so dumb. I'm sorry, that's stupid. You put her down in NXT. You put her in development to try and get her to wrestle, and then you say, no, we're not going to do it anymore. So then we're just going to
half measures again.
We're just going to name this episode Half Measures.
We're going to name the WWE Half Measures.
WWE Half Measures. Next we get Rusev versus Chad Gable. It is a DQ. Rusev basically cheats and puts,
on the tables.
Yeah, he puts Chad Gable in the accolade on the announce table. Listen, Chad Gable's strong.
Dude.
He superplexed Rusev like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So then Rusev goes in the middle of the ring.
He's getting used to being ragdolled by this guy.
Yeah. And then Rusev...
And maybe he kind of likes it.
All right. Moving on. We got Rusev cutting a promo in the middle of the ring, and out of nowhere comes Randy Orton with an RKO.
Yeah, so
this is like the first time out of nowhere.
He grabs a mic and he goes to talk, and right as he's getting the first words out of his mouth, Randy Orton RKOs him.
Out of nowhere. And this is what I like. I like Randy Orton when he does an RKO out of nowhere. Normally his RKOs are just like, oh, you're going to hit me with a claw, RKO.
I would like Randy Orton better if he did an RKO into nowhere.
Into what?
Nowhere.
Oh.
And
then RKO'd, yeah.
And then we wouldn't be able to find him again.
Oh. I get you.
See?
RKO right into the black hole, please. Then we get AJ Styles is like, I need to apologize to Shane. So Shane, come out here. We need to
Shane
talk.
O'Mac.
Shane
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar.
Dollar, dollar. Dang,
Ching,
that was nice.
ching. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Check the cheddar.
So AJ Styles is like, I'm sorry, man to man, is this going to affect the way that you judge our match? Because Shane O'Mac is the guest judge for this match.
Yeah, and so last week he Pele kicked him accidentally.
Yeah, last week he Pele kicked Shane because Kevin Owens and AJ Styles were going at it. Accidental Pele kick, and Shane goes, well, normally behind WWE rules, if you touch the official, it's a no contest. It's done. You're out. But with me, it's different. You put your hands on me. I'm gonna put my hands all over you.
Yeah.
Take that out of context.
Oh boy.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Let's stick within kayfabe.
And then so it just builds up this tension between AJ Styles and Shane. Kevin Owens' music hits, and Kevin Owens comes to cut a promo, and he's like, Shane, I'm going to shake your hand because I'm not going to touch you because I'm the good guy here. He's not.
Said you want to be starting something. You got to be starting something. I said you want to be starting something. You got to be starting something.
Too high to get over.
Yeah, yeah.
Too low to get under.
Yeah, yeah.
You're stuck in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know the other part.
What just happened?
We did it. That's what we did. That
Wow.
was it. So it's just like
He's trying to start something between Shane and AJ.
We're gonna get fined for that because it was that good.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't come after us, YouTube.
And then KO and AJ start to kind of scuffle.
Yeah.
And Shane is trying to break him up, and he goes to AJ goes to punch KO. KO ducks out of the way, and Shane catches.
Grabs it, and he's like, what's this?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
Yeah, well, didn't I tell
this?
you? And then Shane goes to super kick AJ.
No,
but
Kevin
AJ
Owens.
has eyes in the
Kevin
back.
Owens. Kevin Owens goes to super kick AJ.
Kevin Owens is exactly what I said.
That you said. No,
I said nothing else.
Okay.
Kevin Owens goes to super kick AJ, and AJ has eyes in the back of his head.
True.
And saw it coming and ducks out of the way, and so KO super kicks Shane O'Mac.
Yep. And then they all disperse. This is gonna be an interesting match at SummerSlam. Then we get the Usos versus the New Day.
Great
match. It's only Kofi and Xavier versus the Usos.
Yeah, there was a really funny segment before this where the Usos go to Daniel Bryan backstage and
Hey yo,
ask him.
DB.
Yeah.
Who we fighting at SummerSlam?
Yeah, he tells him that it's going to be Kofi is going to be on the side, so it's going to be Xavier Woods and Big E.
No. There's going to be Big E and Kofi. Xavier's on those sidelines.
I think you're wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that's why they went for the knee. That's why they hit Kofi's knee.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, whatever it is.
Whatever. Big E's involved in it.
Yeah, so they ask for a match, and Daniel Bryan says, sure. So we get this match, and man, it's
fast.
good. It's so good.
Xavier Woods and this is a great. These are almost becoming the match of the year for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just these matches with the Usos and the New Day. They're
Yeah.
so good. They know each other. They're best friends. It's so great to
Yeah.
just see these guys having fun.
Yeah.
The Usos win via pinfall.
Yep.
But just a fast match, super fun, super exhilarating.
Yep.
A lot of good moves.
Best
Saw the honor roll, which was nice.
best thing in the show.
Mm-hmm. We get a fashion.
Maybe fashion files.
Hey, speaking of which, we're going back to Fashion Peaks.
Fashion peaks.
Apparently, Breeze or Fandango knows who's trashing everything,
Yeah.
and it's 2B.
$2
B.
$2.
What? Bollywood Boys. But I mean, this is the Fashion Peaks are amazing.
Yeah.
It's all great. They're gonna take a little hiatus. Apparently, they'll be back in 2 weeks. Which is kind of sad.
The Ascension show up,
Mm-hmm.
and
Apparently
they
they're
are
gluten-free.
so good.
Yeah.
So good.
They gave him a pie last time, and the Ascension came back and said, "Yeah, we want to return this pie." And then Fandango's like, "Breeze, give me a light." So then Tyler Breeze goes to turn on a little lamp,
Mm-hmm.
and like Fandango goes, "Thank you," and just like picks the pie up and like turns away from the light.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just funny stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He's like, hair, an old Band-Aid,
Yeah.
and gluten. And then Victor just goes crazy. He's like, "You've jeopardized my gluten intolerance. You jeopardized my gluten intolerance."
Yeah.
It's just great.
Oh, man. I hope that so in the same way that the Usos and the New Day are having so much fun in the ring. We get to see them have great matches in the ring.
Yeah.
The Ascension and Breezango are having a lot of fun in the back.
Yes.
They're not having matches.
They're not having matches, and they're getting paid a lot of money.
They're
just
not getting
having
booked.
Fun.
And so they're doing these fashion files things, and I love it. I think
They
it's
need to continue to do this.
let people do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good.
Yeah. Next we have the biggest event in all of SmackDown history. The biggest event, according to who is that? Michael
Tom
Cole?
Phillips.
Tom Phillips. He couldn't hype this up anymore. Jinder Mahal versus John Cena,
Yeah.
and this match was fine. Jinder
It
Mahal
was.
kicks out of a freaking AA, man.
Yeah, he gets so they have a nice match.
Yeah.
And then John Cena hits the AA.
Yep.
Jinder Mahal kicks out, so he takes him up onto the second rope
Gets
for
an
a
avalanche
super big,
Avalanche AA.
avalanche AA. And as Cena goes to pin him, he gets the 2 count, and who comes in to interfere?
That briefcase came flying, and it's just smacked John Cena in the face.
Yeah. So Baron Corbin comes in, and he breaks up the pin.
Yeah.
And that finishes that match.
And then he kind of beats up John Cena a little bit, and then he starts walking away.
And he should have just kept walking.
He should have just
You
kept walking.
should have just kept
Just
walking.
keep walking.
Just
I don't
keep
care
walking,
what
bro.
creative says.
Keep
just
walking.
keep walking, man.
Don't look back.
No. Don't even look at the briefcase in your hand. Just keep walking.
So he does. He looks at the briefcase in his hand, and people start kind of cheering.
Yeah.
And then he starts to head back to the ring, and the crowd is starting to cheer again. And then he goes to the referee and says, "I want to cash this in." And the crowd pops. He gets a really big
Huge
cheer.
pop. Huge pop.
And if I gotta, and I don't want to, because I feel like I've been really critical. Baron Corbin, like waiting for the ref to restart or to start the title match.
Yeah.
Is standing there, looking at Jinder Mahal, but he keeps like peeking.
Yeah.
Like waiting for
Because
John Cena.
John Cena's on the outside.
John Cena's on the outside, and he keeps
hurt. Yep.
right? And then the referee starts the match, and John Cena jumps up onto the ring apron, gets the distraction.
Baron goes for the punch, knocks him down, and John Cena sold it like a champ.
Yeah.
He took that hit, he went boom.
Yeah. And then Jinder Mahal gets the roll-up off of the distraction.
It's the most
1, 2, 3.
It's the most powerful move in all of the WWE.
And the Money in the Bank briefcase.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
I'm so, like...
I can't
I'm
imagine.
such a huge... Like, I like Baron Corbin. I would be 100% livid with this if I was Baron Corbin. I would be like, creative, you can just put it where.
Here's
Children
my
don't watch
question.
the show.
Do you think this was the plan from the beginning? Do you think they said,
the
hey,
plan
by the
from
way,
the-
Baron, you're going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but don't get too excited because you're going to cash it in
Yeah.
unsuccessfully.
I think-
How do you like them apples?
I think the way that it was supposed to go down, from what I read, was Baron Corbin was supposed to cash it in
Yep.
at SummerSlam on Shinsuke.
And it was supposed to be successful?
It was supposed to be a failure.
Okay.
Like, he was going to fail no matter what,
Yeah.
but it was still supposed to get a lot of heat behind him. Like, he was supposed to benefit from this. He was supposed to benefit
And
from
so was
cashing
Shinsuke apparently then.
Yeah.
Because Shinsuke, if you know
He
him,
would have beat Jinder.
and he would have beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, from what I've also read, this is because the WWE has not been happy with the way that he's been composing himself on Twitter. He's blocked a
I
lot
can't
of
imagine that's
He's
the
blocked
reason.
a lot of creatives. He's blocked a lot of WWE superstars, and he got eviscerated by Nikki Bella, dude. She created like a little image of him in a dumpster that was on fire because everyone's chanting dumpster fire. Like, he just lost. And so creative was like, cash it in, you're going to lose.
Here's the thing, right? Baron Corbin does not cut a great promo.
No.
And he has had some pretty awful matches with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Of course.
So there is room to grow there,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I'm not completely against them having an unsuccessful cash-in for Baron Corbin because I really honestly don't think that he's ready to be a champion yet.
Mm-hmm.
However, if that was the plan from the beginning, give the Money in the Bank briefcase to someone
Like Sami Zayn.
yeah, that could do something with it.
Yeah.
Because Baron Corbin doesn't need the Money in the Bank briefcase to do what he just did.
No.
You know, like
No. This is also supposed to get heat. This is supposed to get heat behind them for their match at SummerSlam. John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
I don't get it.
That's
I don't get it.
That's SmackDown Live. What are you gonna give it?
I feel like it was outside of that. No, it wasn't. The best thing on the show was the
Usos and New Day.
Usos and New Day. I'm gonna give it 5.
I'm gonna give it like. I was gonna give it a 6, but I think I'm gonna give it a 5 as well. I didn't like the cash in, and I didn't like anything else really other than the Usos and Fashion Peaks.
Yeah.
I like the Chad Gable match. I thought that was a good match.
Yeah, that
Showed
was a
how
really good
strong
match.
Chad Gable was. All right, 205 Live. We'll go quick.
There's really only one match we need to talk about.
Yeah, and
And-
that's Tony Nese and Drew Gulak versus Grand Metalik and Cedric Alexander. Listen,
Dude.
if you watch this, just go look this up. Go look
Yeah.
up this match. It was a match that is 205. This is what 205 Live needs to be.
Yeah, it was so great. So great.
Grand Metalik, the master of the ropes.
Yeah, the king of the ropes.
Cedric
Man,
Alexander just knows how to fly. That lumbar
Grand
check is
Metalik,
amazing.
Grand Metalik and those slingshot moves, man.
Oh, he loves them.
Yeah, I mean, other stuff happened on 205 Live, but who cares? Because this was a great match.
Yeah, I mean,
and it
he had-
overshadows everything.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that apparently TJ Perkins is hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt apparently last week.
I mean, Rich Swann had a pretty good match, but
Yeah, I wasn't into it.
yeah,
We had the Brian Kendrick versus Mustafa Ali.
Jack Gallagher comes in and
Yeah,
eh,
beats him up.
meh. But Rich Swann versus
Yeah, Ari Daivari.
Ari Daivari.
That was a fine match. TJ
But
Perkins
At
comes
the
in.
very end, TJ Perkins comes in. He's got his leg all wrapped up. So I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
like a
legit or
cast
not,
on.
or if it's a
Says
work.
TJ Perkins' injury is likely a work.
Okay.
Nothing has been reported by any news source about it yet. So,
Hmm.
And then we got Akira Tozawa's championship celebration.
It was all right.
We got to see Titus worldwide.
Yeah, the killer thing for me here was getting to see Neville, and he is
His
doing.
hair wasn't as wet.
Dude, he is a master. He's a master.
He's so good. He's really good.
So 205 Live, watch it for that first match.
Yeah.
And for Neville.
And so Akira Tozawa, it looks like Neville's trying to get the best of Akira Tozawa. Tables turn. Akira Tozawa throws him into the barricades a couple times, then gets a suicide dive. Akira Tozawa is the king of suicide dives.
Yeah, just
He's
call him the
so
bullet,
good.
man. He
Yeah.
flies through those ropes.
And he'll hit, like, most of the time when a suicide dive happens, they, like, barely touch them.
Yeah.
Like, they just stick their hands up. Akira Tozawa will put your head right here.
yeah,
Every single time.
yeah.
It's crazy. 205 Live, what are you going to give it?
I will, for that match, I'll give it an 8.
I'm going to give him 7. 7.
Man, that match was so
It
good.
was really good. NXT.
I give up.
Yeah.
This episode of NXT sucked.
Yeah, it was not good. I mean, we had Asuka and Moon in the middle of the ring signing their lives away for the match. Ember Moon cuts an okay promo. We don't understand what Asuka's saying because she's speaking Japanese. That's fine. Lars Sullivan and Chris Silvio get defeated by the Street Profits. Lars Sullivan then picks up his partner and takes him outside and beats the crap out of him because he promised Regal that he wouldn't beat the crap out of the guy in the ring. The Street Profits, I don't even know what to think about them yet. Then we got Ruby Riott versus Billie Kay. Ruby Riott beats...
My problem with the last one was Lars in the backstage segment that he had with William Regal.
Yeah.
Just sounds like he's like, hey, I promise I won't beat up the next guy you give me.
I promise I won't beat him up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude, this guy's a monster.
Yeah.
Stop
trying to be a monster among men.
They did it with Ember Moon. They're doing it with Lars, whatever his name is.
Sullivan.
Stop ruining the monsters, man. I don't want to know that they're real human beings.
Yeah, no.
They are always killers.
Yeah. Ruby Riott defeats Billie Kay in the best Sting Splash I've ever seen.
Oh, my gosh, dude. This match was a mess.
She runs and she, like, taps. She just, like, she taps.
The problem is that this match is a half hour into the show. And the best thing about the show so far is the fact that Billie Kay is hilariously selling some of the moves that Ruby Riott is hitting on her.
Ruby hits it with like a Pele kick.
Ruby
and she
hits
just
her
goes,
with the lady. I mean, I literally laughed out loud.
It was dumb. And then we have Drew McIntyre versus Roderick Strong.
Roddy Strong and Drew McIntyre. Dude,
Roddy Strong is strong.
He picks up Drew McIntyre.
Hits him like with
I looked it up.
The pile driver.
Roderick Strong is 5'10", 200 pounds.
Yeah. Drew
McIntyre 6'5", 254.
He's 6'5"?
Yeah.
I thought he was like 6'7".
No, he's 6'5".
Okay. Wow. Okay.
All I'm saying is Roderick Strong, man. And I mean, it was an okay match. It was good. And then Bobby Roode comes out and interferes and beats both of them up.
Uh-huh.
So
I want McIntyre with the belt at Brooklyn.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There you go. That's NXT. We give it a 3.
I was gonna give it a
a 1, the lowest that we've ever had here on Leg Drop the World. 1. Ding 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 ding. All right, that's it. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, a weird week of wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
SummerSlam is better.
I honestly, I really wish that people would let us know what they think, because I feel like I've been really critical lately about the WWE product as a whole.
Yeah.
And I wish, like, give me a reason to not do this. Give me a reason. Like, I need something.
Not hate the WWE.
So, and it's not that I hate it. It's just that it's hard for me to get excited about any of it.
Yeah.
I agree. So I don't know, man.
Well, leave us a comment in the description.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Again, if you could help us out, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification button, leave us a comment. Do us a favor and tell your friends about us.
Yeah.
Share. And we will be back with a SummerSlam predictions video. And other than that,
that's it.
If you have anything else?
No.
All right.
Go support your local indie shows.
There you go.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah. So we will see you guys next Thursday.
Yeah.